As those of you who follow my Twitter might have noticed, I went to i65 this August. And where i61 was good and i63 was great, i65 was amazing. This year I arrived midday on Thursday and I didn't leave until late the following Monday. Those extra days made all the difference. It was kind of weird actually. It felt like I was there for forever, but also not long enough. I'd look at pictures taken 2 days ago and it'd feel like they were taken weeks ago. It definitely wasn't a bad thing, it just meant the days were long and packed with fun. Anyway, on to the meat of the video. Highlights of this year include, but are not limited to, me and Doom struggling to find the hotel building for a good half hour because my memory is awful. Seeing Peter and Baz in the hotel lobby and staring at them until they noticed us, only for them to not notice us and leave. We probably should have said something, but in our defence, we were tired from walking around lost for half an hour and then having to wait a further hour for the room to be ready. Having a room directly opposite Friends. Sitting and watching Peter's old iSeries vlogs in the hotel for shits and giggles. Dino's dinosaur suit. Look-shock emphasising every other sentence by dancing. Being given Sharpies and immediately drawing a rainbow Peter. The cookies Chappie made. I wanted to keep my little Pyro, but unfortunately I had to eat him. Getting some neat Mega Man stuff. It only sort of made up for the fact there was no TF2 merch at all this year. Bite making tea in a wine glass because it was there and he can. Constantly losing each other by accident and constantly having to message each other to ask where everyone went. Briefly seeing Pyro Joe until we sadly ran out of funds to keep rendering him and he had to leave. Singing Mambo No. 5 like a bunch of drunken football hooligans.
Everyone's just gonna do the chorus. No one knows the lyrics. Just do the chorus.
This. Just the overall hype during the finals. I made a good decision staying for the Sunday this year, even if the finals themselves were a complete roll. I'm just glad I didn't have to stay up until 3 AM. Bite's beautiful sign. This balloon, which represented the community keeping TF2 alive. Someone later popped it and TF2 died. Finally getting to be part of the big group photo. Witnessing Peter and the gang play Just Dance on the big stage. And last, but certainly not least, the biggest highlight was getting to spend time with friends both old and new. It's always what I look forward to the most when it comes to attending Insomnia events, and this time I made an effort to be more involved and not just sit there awkwardly on my DS like I did at i61. I also tried my best to include people who were attending Insomnia for the first time, though I'm still a little on the shy side myself, so I'm sorry if I unintentionally ignored anyone. I tried. For me, Insomnia has always been a time for making friends with people who I previously didn't really know all that well, and also for strengthening existing friendships. The rest of the con and getting to watch some games of TF2 is an added bonus, but it's not the main reason I attend each year. Overall, i65 was a ton of fun from beginning to end, and I didn't feel sad when I left this year. I was disappointed that it was over, but more than anything, I was glad that it happened, and glad that I got to see my favourite nerds again. It's such a good feeling to be surrounded by people who share the same love for TF2 that I feel, and I hope I get to see everyone again for i67 next year.